Hello, welcome to another wiki procedure, and today we are going to see how you can obtain a birth certificate in Kenya. Down below here we have given you a link which is going to direct you to our wiki procedure website, where we have given you detailed information on how you can go about the application process. We have also given you external links to sites and documents which you are going to use in the application. We have also given you external links to websites which you can visit and make the application online. We are going to visit these sites and we are going to go through the documents as we proceed with the presentation. The list of items you're going to cover in this session include the following: the need of the birth certificate, the eligibility, the required documents, steps to follow, fees, validity period, processing time, offices and contacts, and other relevant information. This procedure is brought to you by wikiprocedure.com. The need of a birth certificate. The birth certificate is the first steps towards the full exercise of citizenship. It is proof of citizenship in Kenya and enables the holder to access the rights of a citizen of Kenya. Number two, it proves your existence. The birth certificate shows your place of birth, the date of birth. It provides the name of your parents. It provides and shows one's kinship. The birth certificate. Without this document, citizens are deprived of their most fundamental rights and have no access to social programs and other government services. Without the birth certificate, a child does not officially exist and therefore lacks legal access to privileges and protection of a nation. It is therefore very vital that parents apply for their children's birth certificate as soon as they are born to avoid any inconveniences in the future. Let's move on. The eligibility to obtain a birth certificate are as follows. The individual must be born in Kenya and be of Kenyan descent. That is, either parents, one or both of them, should be a Kenyan. Number two is that the parents and guardian of the newborn baby are the ones who are eligible to make the application. Number three is rescue centers taking care of newborn abandoned babies are also eligible to make application for birth certificate. A new child born in Kenya should be registered immediately after birth or within the first 6 months. This should be done by the parents or the designated guardians. Even if the child dies at birth, it still needs to be registered. The required documents are as follows: your e-citizen invoice, which is generated online, a duly filled application for birth certificate form, a copy of birth of notification, register of birth form B1 or form A1, mother's proof of identity, father's proof of identity, proof of date of birth for late registration, child's identity card for late registration, copy of death certificate if the parents are passed on. These are the steps to follow while making the procedure. First of all, there are three different scenarios for birth certificate application in Kenya. The first one is applications for current birth certificate, which is for births immediately, which have occurred immediately and are less than 6 months old. The second scenario is application for late birth certificate, which is application for birth certificates which are more than 6 months old, and application for birth certificate as an adult, which is late birth certificate. In the application for birth certificate can be done in two ways. You can apply in person or apply online. Let's first look at the scenario in which you can apply in person. So first of all, you're going to look at the application for current birth certificate applying in person. The first step is you are supposed to get a notification of birth. This is provided at the hospital of birth or the sub-chief's office if the child was not born in a hospital. After being issued with the notification of birth, you are supposed to present the notification of birth to the district birth and registries Birth and Death Registry's office to make the application for a birth certificate and be given an application for birth certificate form B4, and this form can also be downloaded through the following link. You are supposed to pay 50 shillings for the application and submit the form together with the notification of birth, and the process takes 3 weeks. I've gone ahead and downloaded these two forms so we can have a look at them. The notification of birth, this is the notification of birth form 1A. You're supposed to fill it and be issued with the notification of birth. It needs your full name, the full name of the child, date of birth, full name of the father and mother, exact place of birth, and this is a requirement for you to be issued with this form B4, which is an application for birth certificate. This is for births which are less than 6 months old, so you should be given this form to fill, and the form requires straightforward information, and you're supposed to fully complete it and pay 50 shillings for the application to be facilitated. And in the case of you want to apply for a late birth certificate which is more than 6 months, the application starts with the birth notification, which we have already seen, and you'll be given a form B3, and the payment is 150 shillings, and you're supposed to provide the following documents to prove the age of the child, which can be immunization card, the baptismal certificate, school leaving certificate, or national identity card. Let's take a look at this form, the form B3. This is the form B3. It's for late registration. You're supposed to complete this and return it together with the correct fee, which is 150 shillings, to the district registrar in your district. You're provided the link in our wiki procedure page. You can get these forms and fill them before going to your district registrar office, and provide the 150 shillings if you're applying for the late registration. If you're not applying for the late registration and you are an adult, you can visit the district birth and registry office or Huduma center and provide a document to validate your birth. This can be the baptismal card or school leaving certificate or your national identity card, and once validated you'll be given a form B1 from the Huduma center or the district registry office, and you have to pay a shilling of 180 shillings for the process. The process usually takes 21 days to complete, and you'll be issued with your birth certificate. You can also make the application online by visiting eCitizen and creating an account. I've done this for you. Let's take a look on how that goes. You can visit www.ecitizen.go.ke and create an account or sign in if you already have one. You'll be directed to this login page. After entering your credentials, you're going to be directed to the application page, and you can choose which type of application you want to make, if it's a child's application or if it's an adult. If it's a new replacement, fill in the details, and it will guide you depending on which type of application you are making. If it's replacement, it's 180 shillings. The details are online and it's very straightforward. You can get more information on how to go about with the online application in our wiki procedure page. And after that, after filling the information, you will be directed to the payment page, and you're supposed to pay 100 shillings for the application if it's a new one, or we have seen from the example 180 if it's a replacement. Print the online application form and submit your eCitizen invoice together with the B4 application form to ACK Bishop House for processing. This is the national registrar in Nairobi, and you need to note that online application only applies for Nairobi region only. Other regions will be added soon. Okay, The fees applicable will depend on the nature of the application. If you want to make amendments, you have to pay 50 shilling. If you have to make amendments on the child's name, you have to pay 100. If you want to make a change for the parent's name, it's 90 shillings. A correction for both child's name and parent's name, 130 shillings. So depending on the nature of your application, the fees vary. The validity period is the birth certificate is valid forever, and the processing time usually takes a maximum of 3 weeks. The office location and contacts are as follows. The Department of Civil Registration can be found in Lower Hill Road in Nairobi at Haas Plaza 4th floor. We can also get the services in any Huduma center. We have included the links of every Huduma centers are located in every county, and it will be easy for you, or better yet, you can visit the district registrar's office or do your online application if you are in Nairobi through ecitizen.go.ke. Other information which you should remember is that the first steps on the application process is to obtain a birth notification that is presented to the district registrar of births and deaths for the birth certificate to be processed. That's the first step. And if the child is born at home, the process of obtaining a birth certificate can be started at the sub-chief's office, who is going to issue you with the notification. And you need to know that individuals older than 6 months can also obtain birth certificate, but on submitting notification cards, baptismal certificates, school leaving certificate, identity cards or passport as proof of age, and as many of these documents are needed to validate their date of birth. And thank you for watching Wiki Procedure. I will urge you to like our Wiki Procedure YouTube page. We have many videos. First of all, like this video, click the button down right here on the bottom right of your screen, like the page, subscribe, and share our page, tell others about our page, and even hit the notification button so you can be notified when we upload other videos. So thank you. I wish you all the best in your quest to obtain a birth certificate in Kenya.